What's going on, football fans? Welcome to yet another episode of 3 and Out. A primetime face-off is on the verge here tonight, and far she blows, as Teran with his crazy hat would say. We are ready to rock and roll, y'all. We have ourselves a nasty fight tonight. Last night we were supposed to have one of those, and well, my Raiders showed exactly who they are, a team that can't play football. But these two teams tonight, let's hope we get a good actual rivalry game, kind of like how that game last night should have been, and we'll see how that goes. I think we sure will. We got two teams tonight. One of them has not had the season they have wanted, but there's still a whole half a season to talk. Well, whole half a season to get in the groove and to make things happen. We got a fan here who is not worried, trust me. And there's another fan here tonight. Well, I'm going to be punning all night on the damn hat, Teran. But he is setting sail right now on a smooth horizon with his team because, well, they're actually pretty solid at the moment. And, well, they keep signing players and getting better, which is literally bogging my mind. But regardless, let's see if this Niner team tonight can throw a wrench in the gears and get this team going back the way they should. Right the ship, if you will. Okay, I've really got to stop with the sailor pun. But let's see if they get this thing done tonight, or will that Rams team be as solid as they've been? We're going to find out. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in here to the third and final Primetime Face Off of week number 10 as the Los Angeles Rams head up north to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Y'all, here we go. We are set for 3 rounds. We have ourselves two combatants here that are very familiar to all of you out there, and dang it, this is going to be a good one. So let's go ahead and get in our very first ever, ladies and gentlemen, may I just go ahead for a couple seconds and say our very first IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame versus IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame primetime face-off here tonight as we have these two diehards ready to go head-to-head in what should be a great face-off as well as a great football game here tonight. So let's do the dang thing and get our two combatants introduced. So, ladies and gentlemen, by way of Southern California, he is, of course, the host of, well, the founder and host of both Set Point, our volleyball show coming up in just 1 hour here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports, and, of course, the founder and host of the SoCal Supreme Sports Show, talking everything Chargers, Rams, Lakers, Clippers, literally everything from Southern California every Friday at noon Pacific time, ladies and gentlemen. He, of course, is my co-host of 3 and Out College Edition, IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer, Class 2020, and all-around great guy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the hardest working man at IE Sports Radio, Mr. Teran Rodriguez. What's going on, Teran? How you doing tonight, brother?
Yo, how's it going, Larry? I, for one, am doing great, but what I don't understand is I gotta make fun of my captain's hat. Like,
I'm sorry.
Come on. I'm a man of many hats. Like, when I did a primetime face-off representing the Rams last season, I wore a beanie underneath or overneath my headset, and then the last primetime face-off when I represented the Chargers, I had a top hat that was red, white, and blue. So I gotta mix it up, Larry. I'm a unique guy, a man of many hats.
I love Jess's face over there, by the way, during that whole spiel. That was that was great. Well, I like it, and dang it, Teran, you never disappoint, brother. So somebody else who never disappoints. There's that rumbling of the crowd when you're getting ready to announce the home team. Ladies and gentlemen, she, of course, is IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer from the class of 2020 as well, along with Teran Rodriguez. She is a diehard Niner fan, repping it all the way from the East Coast. And may I say, she is undefeated here on Primetime Face Off. She's never won a face-off, even before they were official. She has won every unofficial one in the last couple of years. And, well, tonight, she's looking to get the victory as well. Will Teran throw a wrench in the gears to throw that undefeated streak to a number -1. And she's shaking her head because she likes that nice goose egg in the loss column. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming, of course, IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer, Niners Jess. What's going on, Jess? How you doing tonight?
What's going on? Let's go Niners!
I'll tell you, this is going to be fun because both of you guys are so short with your answers, but they're fiery. It's awesome. Like, I love it. You guys, like, it's like you guys throw haymakers, but like, it's just a haymaker. It's a nasty punch, but it's fast. It's crazy. So here we go tonight. Let's go ahead and take give big ups to our boy, Mr. Turban Patriot. We have one judge tonight, you guys. So y'all got to impress one person. Big ups to our boy, once again, Turban Patriot in the house. Got to show him some love, and definitely got to say thanks for being our guest here tonight. And, well, we got to give a big ups to our sponsors, by the way, of course. The Southern California Warriors, our pro football team, my team, of course, finished last season with a tough go. Regardless, it's all good. The team we lost to is won the championship, so congratulations to the Riverside Disciples, and I got to show them some love. But, ladies and gentlemen, of course, hats off to everybody we faced this year, including the IE Kings who faced them this year in the championship. So, big ups. Follow all pro sports in your area. Everybody out there who's listening, people out there who want that second chance, show them some love. And, of course, all of you out there got to show love to your organizations around you, and give them a lot of credit because they're out there doing the dang thing for free or paying for it. So awesome stuff there. Big ups. You can follow them at SoCal Warriors on Twitter. Of course, you can follow Background Check International, Kit Freeman. He's the man, y'all. This guy is the man. He will do background checks for great prices. All you businesses out there looking to employ people, look no further. Kit Freeman's the man to turn to when you need all professional, not non-professional, nothing illegal, y'all. But, of course, all you illegal stuff going down here, show love to Kit Freeman, www.bcint.com. Once again, that's a www.bcint.com. Place your order, show them some love, and get those orders in for background checks if you need them. So, with that said, y'all, Primetime Face Off, number 3 of the of the week is getting ready to go. And the last game of week number 10 and this 2021 season is on the verge. Make sure to get on over to @3andout IESR to cast your vote for who you think is going to win this thing tonight. Of course, that is the fan voting poll. But we have a debate to get to that one man is going to be judging tonight. I am so happy I'm not judging this thing. I'm so happy I don't judge any of them, but this is going to be a good one here tonight. So here we go, y'all. Let's do the damn thing and get on into some X Factors, y'all. So starting us off with the away team. Mr. Teran Rodriguez, the floor is yours, brother. Who are your X Factors for tonight and why?
My X Factors are the entire Rams defense. Honestly, I think the Rams defense got punched in the mouth. But you want to know what I thought of last week's game? I thought it was a bit of humility and humblingness. Just because every team has to go through that. I mean, they were facing a Titans team who just lost their running back. The Titans were playing with house money right there. And something to note about the Rams defense is that they're only giving up 20.3 points per game. And it's not that bad. I mean, on paper, it's like, oh my God, 20 points per game. But nah. And as for the offense, I can't forget about them. They're averaging 29 points per game. I expect Matt Stafford to have a big game because, honestly, last week was obviously a rough one for him, but all quarterbacks have bad games. Patrick Mahomes has a bad game. Lamar Jackson has a bad game. Justin Herbert has a bad game. Tom Brady, even Joe Montana has bad games. So I expect the Rams to come in with a great game plan, and they know what's at stake here. They know that the NFC West could be theirs along with the Cardinals at the moment if they get the win. So they've already thrown away last week away. And in that second half against the Titans, they only gave up 7 points. It could have been a lot worse. But then again, it could have been a lot better. So all in all, I think the defense is my main X factor, but you can't go wrong with some offense. Thanks, Brad.
Great X Factors, man. And yes, Brad Buckingham, of course, shooting in Actually, you guys, I think I just don't know if I got word earlier or not, but I must say my apologies. I'm not sure. Well, I'll get into that in a few moments here. We'll get into that issue as addressed, but continue the face off. OBJ and Von Miller are active tonight, so that's kind of scary. Jess is not worried. I love Jess's not worried face over there. She's like, I don't really care.
This is the
That's
first
awesome.
time I'm facing Jess in a primetime face-off. This isn't how I envisioned it, but it is what it is.
You couldn't get like anyone from the Rays. I feel weird saying that. That just sounds terrible. But I guess because we beat them 4 straight already now.
There's more Chargers fans than Rams fans.
That's really sad.
I know.
Rams online got wrecked.
At least that's something Jess and I can agree on.
I know, right?
More power to that. He recalled the Ramley. I don't know about that.
Oh my goodness. Throwing haymakers all day. So Brad Buckingham here says Rams O-line got wrecked by Jeffrey Simmons. They are going to need to step up tonight. Agreed. So, Jess, please continue it. X Factors. Who are your X Factors for tonight and why?
My X Factor offense is Deebo Samuel. Aaron Donald, again, we'll know who Deebo Samuel is tonight. On defense, I think it's going to be All-Pro Fred. He's, the heart of his defense. And I think we'll be just fine.
Totally agree. Well, great stuff there. Deebo Samuel is on my fantasy team, so I'm just saying.
Me too.
I'm kind of cheering that young man on tonight.
Hey, we all three have something in common.
Alrighty, so there it is. First one of the night. Let's roll into the second round here and talk some crap and have some fun, y'all. So, moving forward into the fire round. We're talking weaknesses. Teran, this is where you get to tear into. I'm sorry. Teran.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. That look. Teran always has these cheesy puns, so I'm trying to do the Teran job right now. It's kind of hard, but they're funny. Okay, they're funny. So we did just get news. My apologies, you guys. Tonight, Turban Patriot actually is not the judge. The judge tonight is. Yes, Brad Buckingham. So, my apologies.
Oh, boy.
So, yes, kind of funny that a Seahawk is judging a debate between a Niner and a Ram. I love this. This is great. He doesn't like either of you equally. It's wonderful. So,
should I tell him the truth, though?
So, with that said, you guys.
I won't tell him.
Yes, Adam Garnick. Teran is here looking like Captain Terminator. Yes, I thought I was going to say Captain Crunch, but okay, one of the two.
Captain
Crunch. That said, let's get on in and talking some crap. Fire around, y'all. What are some weaknesses on the 49ers that you feel the Rams can expose to win this thing tonight, Teran? What you got?
I think one of the weaknesses for the 49ers is probably Jimmy G's consistency. He hasn't been too bad, but he hasn't really been great. Like, he always finds a way to, somehow let the game slip through his fingers. Like, I give him credit for that near comeback win against the Packers, but there are some possible winnable games that the 49ers should have had, like against the Cardinals last week and then the Colts. They should have probably won that. And something else to note is that the 49ers, and I don't mean to use this statistic against you, Jess, but they are 0-4 at home, while the Rams, coincidentally, are 4-0 on the road. I know that's pretty cheesy right there. That's kind of a bit of a stretch, but, I think that the Rams can utilize that to their advantage. I didn't catch that, huh?
You, Teran. Come on now.
Well, let me continue. So, for me, I think the Rams defense is going to step this thing up. And, I mean, the 49ers have, a bunch of young guys. And, yes, George Kittle is a beast of a tight end, but he's just coming back from injury. And, yes, he had a touchdown last week. But, personally, we'll see if he could handle a tougher Rams team. I'm just going to also throw this out there. The 49ers couldn't even beat Colt McCoy, but the Panthers did. So all in all for the 49ers, I don't think their offense is going to keep up with the Rams defense. They are obviously trying to mesh well with Von Miller, but to me, I think the Rams will be ready because, again, this is a big game. The Rams know that whenever the chips are down, they're going to go all in and turn over that royal flush. And like all royal flushes, they flush opponents down the toilet.
Jess, first things first, back up your team. Then, what are the weaknesses on the Rams that you feel the Niners can expose to win tonight?
Wow. I don't know if we could be friends after this. No, you know what? You have valid points. But I would some Jimmy G. And just like you said, all quarterbacks have bad games. You know, he's had his share of bad games, but it's time to shit or get off the pot at this point. You know, but I think we'll do well. I mean, like I said, we've won 4 straight against the Rams. You know, Deebo Samuel always does well. You know, George Kittle with his second game back. I think he's, you know, another week of practice. I think he'll be good to go. You know, and I think it's going to be a game, but as always, I'm going to remain faithful and we'll hold them out.
Well, my mic was off. Go ahead.
Your weaknesses, I think at the running back position, really. You know, and your O-line. You know, and Matt Stafford is good, but I think we manhandle tonight. We'll see.
Okay. Well, Teran, go ahead and back your team up before we get to the next round. What do you think?
So for me, again, this is a primetime game. The Rams love these type of games, and they know that last week was not their best game. Believe it or not, that was actually the first time the Rams had given up, they had scored under 20 points. They scored 16. That was their lowest total, which, again, I don't think anyone saw the Rams putting up 16. But that was their bad game, and the thing about the Rams is they got their bad game out of the way. They know what's at stake, and honestly, it only gets better from here on out. And obviously, they know they're in the thick of their tough schedule because next week they've got the Packers. And then after they face the Jaguars the following week, they've got another brutal schedule, which includes some of their NFC West rivals. So all in all, for the Rams, they know what the weaknesses are of the Niners. They know that Deebo Samuel is their wide receiver number 1. They know George Kittle is the people's tight end. The running game is pretty good, but if they can get pressure on Jimmy G, then it's a wrap. Like, again, you kind of have to remember that the Rams are more times than not consistent, and they only gave up 7 last week in the second half. Again, the Rams could have played better, but they could have played a whole lot worse. And I am not worried about losing Robert Woods one bit. I think another big X factor will be Van Jefferson. I think he has been under the radar in terms of wide receivers. I think he's underappreciated, and it may take OBJ a little time to get it going. But if for some reason OBJ doesn't get it going, I think Van Jefferson can step up as the wide receiver 2. And let's not forget about wide receiver 1, Mr. Cooper Kupp, on how he has been stepping up big time this year. He is the leading receiving yards player in the NFL. And boy, howdy, it's been a long time coming for Cooper Kupp. I remember he tore his ACL a couple seasons ago in that Super Bowl run. So all in all, I think the Rams have what it takes. I think they're going to be ready for the 49ers. And even if it's on the road, I think they will shatter that little curse against Jimmy G. And I guess everyone's been saying this, quarterback wins and losses are not a stat.
Well, Teran, well done. Okay, well, into the lightning round, third and final round here tonight, y'all. So kind of crazy out of nowhere. Just when I thought Turbin was not gonna make it, Turbin actually just sent me his scores for the first round. So sorry, you guys, just ran on the door from work right now. So it looks like we have 2 judges. My goodness, so much is happening right now. I'm sorry, you guys, but it's been a crazy day. Regardless, we're on air and we're doing great. So Lightning round, final round. Here we go. Teran, start us off, man. What is your game plan? You kind of already went into it, but what is your game plan tonight to beat these Niners? What must your team do to the T to make this thing happen in a place that's not so easy to win versus a team that hates you?
They obviously got to get pressure on Jimmy G. They obviously have to make him feel uncomfortable, kind of like how the Colts did a few weeks ago. And they obviously have to start strong. Sean McVay definitely said it best that the Rams sometimes have slow starts, and last week was no exception. That said, again, it's a big game. It's a rivalry game. It's a primetime game. It's a game in general, and the Rams know their margin of error, if they want to win the NFC West, is very thin. Like, they can afford a few losses here and there, but honestly, the Rams know the magnitude of this game and how it could impact the NFC West and it could impact the NFC as a whole. So they have to get off to a strong start. There is no excuses against a very talented 49ers team. I will say this about the 49ers. Their record is not indicative of who they are. I've seen that they've been banged up quite a bit, and I feel for them because on paper, the 49ers look legit. They've just gotten a few bad breaks. Like, you look at the 49ers losses, some of their losses were by one score. And me being a Chargers fan, I know what that's like, but I digress. So all in all for the Rams, I think they will be prepared. They just got to get pressure on Jimmy G, slow down the run game. Deebo Samuel will get his as well as George Kittle, but as long as they don't get too much of that, I think the Rams will be fine. And the offense just has to run it perfectly to a T, get Darrell Henderson going, heck, even get Sony Michel going. Like, the run game is not the greatest, but it's certainly not the worst. So we'll see what happens with the Rams offense tonight. And I think the Rams can package this one together for a big win in Santa Clara.
I agree, and what Adam says here is so true. 49ers cannot fall behind early. I think Jess shaking her head. She knows that. You know that. We all know that. Niners does not have to bring their freaking A game, and I mean they're a good team, and they're going to bring it tonight. I think personally, these Niners are going to be able to fight, but we're going to see. So, Jess, you heard everything Teran had to say about game plan. You always stick it in this. This is like your segment. I mean, you should have been a coach, Jess. I'm just saying, you should have been a coach. I don't know what you do. I don't know what your actual job is, but you should have been a coach. So, Jess, go ahead. What you got for us tonight? What must happen for your Niners?
Well, everyone talks a hell of a lot about Jimmy G, but I think he's just going to light it up tonight on Monday Night Football. Definitely have to keep the Rams offense in check. But as far as the 49ers, we have to start fast, and that's on both sides of the ball. Lately, it's like three teams, offense, defense, and special teams, and we have to play together. And that's what, the coaches have been echoing, the players have been saying the same thing. And, the realistic fans that know what they're talking about have been saying that as well. But yeah, I think this will be close. I think we came on Donald tonight as well, like we have in the past. And, I think this is our riding the ship game, if you will.
I agree. This is going to be it. If there was ever a game for the Niners to turn around the season on, it's going to be this, and they're going to rattle on MNF if they can get it done. This has to be a great game. Now there's something in the chat room that I don't know if I completely 100% agree with, but damn it, it's kind of. I want both of you to comment on this. Jess first, then Teran. 49ers defense is their best shot to win. Okay. I get where Brad's coming from. I understand because, of course, everyone's freaking out about Jimmy G and his offense at the moment not being what they were. But you can't count the guy out, and you can't count this off. And did we all forget that Kittle's like on this team? Did we forget that? I mean, this team is still potent. It's just getting it together at the right time. So, just what do you think about this comment? Do you agree with it, or are you kind of half and half? What do you think?
For the 49ers defense to have the best shot to win, D'Amico Ryans has a really good game. Lately it's been terrible with tackling, assignments. I mean, our secondary is still, a little on the weak side. But, like I said, I have all the faith in the world in these coaches. And, to get these guys right. And, like D'Amico Ryan said, remember where you came from, what got you here, and use that. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Well, I completely agree. I think that was spoken as a true fan. You know the weaknesses, you know the strengths. So great stuff. Teran, what do you think about that comment, man?
So I totally agree with that comment. I think the 49ers defense is nothing to laugh at. I think that for me, okay, Adam, I see Adam's comment. The Bears and the Rams are kind of two totally different sides of the coin. Sorry to say, Adam, but I think the 49ers defense is actually good. I think they have shown flashes of brilliance, and then sometimes they've kind of regressed just because they're either facing a tougher team with a potent offense, or sometimes they accidentally give up that big play. I saw the 49ers game against the Colts and how Michael Pittman just kind of shredded that defense as best as he could. And then obviously the 49ers were playing from behind. So yeah, I think the 49ers defense is actually solid. And again, they've been banged up, and I totally acknowledge that. But I also forgot to mention this. One of the most dangerous teams in the NFL is a team that is the underdog and that is basically fighting for its season. And I think it's a little early to say this, but I think the 49ers are going to have that extra hunger because all in all, they haven't really had too many bad losses. Like, looking at their losses, they only lost by 2 to the Packers, 7 to the Seahawks, 7 to the Cardinals, 12 to the Colts, which they probably could have won that, but again, rain conditions and whatnot. And their only true bad loss was to the Cardinals, which they lost to Colt McCoy, which I still don't understand how you lose to the Cardinals with Colt McCoy. And bear in mind, the Cardinals did not have D-Hop and Kyler Murray. So all in all, we'll have to see what the 49ers have to offer. But again, no one should be sleeping on that defense of theirs. It's got Joey Bosa to start and many others that Jess can probably name off.
I got Nick Bosa.
They got Nick. They got Nick, not Joey.
Sorry, I've been watching too much.
You got Joey, Teran, on the Chargers.
Yeah, and that's kind of Nick Bosa.
Whoops, wrong Bosa.
It does not help that I'm a Chargers fan, so
can we all disagree? Can we all disagree that Jess's what do you call it? That Jess's fantasy football team last year was the best name ever, Bosas and Mimosas. Can we all disagree that was the greatest name ever?
Yes, please.
That was a great freaking name. So with that said, the judges are tallying up their final scores as we speak, and it's time to get into who you guys thought the overall vote is going to go to tonight, who you think is going to win the game. Thank you so very much for jumping over here and voting at 3 and Out IESR. And, well, it was somewhat close, but I think everybody, at least the true diehards, kind of stepped in maybe. But regardless, it might be closer than this. However, with 69% of the votes, you, 69. The listeners tonight for the game, are taking the Los Angeles Rams win this game tonight. So there's the voters' pick for who they think is going to win the football game. Now, it's going to be a good game. I don't know if it's going to be that much of a difference. I mean, but then again, we were all hoping that the Raiders and Chiefs wouldn't be a blowout, and it was. So, this tonight, I don't think this game is going to be anywhere near that. Colt McCoy couldn't beat the Panthers, so... Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, we have lots to talk about there. So, final score, you guys. Only if you want to, you don't have to. But while getting the final votes in, we'll start from Teran to Jess. Final scores and why.
I have the Rams winning 34-24. I think it's going to be a back and forth battle. I think it's going to be close. I think it might get decided in the fourth quarter, but I think the Rams make that one big key defensive stop and they stall the 49ers on their final drive, and they eventually get the go-ahead field goal, and that pretty much is it. And I got the Rams winning 34-24.
Okay, Jess, how about you?
I'm going to go Niners 34-27.
Okay, well, there you have it. We got two of them Niners. We got some Niner fans now. Definitely got them Rams fans here. And ladies and gentlemen, my goodness, this was not easy. I quote from the judges, this was extremely hard, and it was a close one. Now, tonight, unfortunately, by way, once again, that we are not using numbers. One judge was, one judge wasn't, so we're going to cancel the numbers. My apologies. The scorecards, that is. So we're just going names picking for each round. And by the way, Adam says 34-23 Rams. Jess doesn't like you, Adam, just so you know that. So keep the faith, keep believing. Well, it's hard when you're a Raider fan, but I'm doing my best.
Or a Chargers fan.
Or a Chargers fan. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, the final scores are in, and here we go. For Turban Patriots, his X Factor round will go to Teran Rodriguez. For his fire round, stop it, Brad. You guys are spoiled. You guys have won more this year than any within the last 10 years than either of these teams. Well, the Rams no, yeah, you guys got Super Bowl at least. Anyway, enough. Anyway, so round number 2, the fire round. Turban Patriot will judge it in favor of Jess. 1-1. And in the lightning round, he said this was a close one. But of course, for our first judge tonight, Mr. Turban Patriot will go Teran Rodriguez, all in favor. 1 vote for Teran in this battle so far. It all comes down to Mr. Brad Buckingham and his votes, and he is going X Factor. Teran. Lightning round, Jess. And well, at this point in time, it's either going to be a tie, or if the fire round happens to go to Teran, it's a Teran victory. And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly what it is. As ladies and gentlemen, Teran Rodriguez will win tonight's Primetime Face Off. Oh my goodness. We had 2 judges here tonight. Said it was extremely close, and as you can see, I wish I had the numbers for Turban because his numbers were so close, but man, it was a good one. Just, oh my goodness, my apologies, but hey, regardless, you're still here, you're still a Hall of Famer, and you're still in the damn show no matter what all the time, because hey, one loss, the Niners have a couple losses. Doesn't mean they can't go.
I have so fast time.
Thanks, Jess.
There it is, Jess. There it is. So, talking to our winner here tonight, Teran Rodriguez. Brother, how about that tonight, man?
Can we not have Steelers fans as judges next time, please?
No, my apologies. Yeah, that was a crazy mix-up with the judges here tonight. I mean, both of them in favor, of course. Yeah, that was a craziness. This has been a couple of weeks for this show. We slid off track after week 8, and we're still picking it up, but it's coming. So my apologies, but yeah, Turban says, but both did a great job. Absolutely. So Teran, what you got, man, tonight? Well, it went your way, and yeah, you're a Charger, but you are a Ram too. I mean, you host the show. Your brother's a diehard fan. This is literally your second team. I mean, you're as LA as it gets. I mean, you're a strong Southern California guy, man. So you've always had love for this team, and tonight, man, you got the victory for these guys. So any final thoughts, and of course, where can these diehard fans find you?
Well, first and foremost, I want to say great debate to Jess on an outstanding. What does this say? Oh, okay, Journey. Anyway, I just want to say great debate to Jess on tonight's debate. She really did. She really brought it, and she always brings it. And Jess, this one loss does not define you as a debater on 3 and Out. You are a legend, and it is an honor to go up against you. And honestly, I know the circumstances weren't really the best, but I'm glad I got to debate you this one time, because who knows, we might not be able to debate in the near future, but I digress. All in all, I'm honored to debate and represent for the Rams, and I'm also honored to face off against Jess. So let's all have ourselves a great football game, and at the end of the day, football is family. Oh, and you can also follow me on Twitter at Teran Rodriguez 1.
Agreed. Jess, you're a Hall of Famer.
Well,
Is no biggie. Didn't not gonna define you, of course.
Nope,
My apologies.
this one
Phone
won't
call
define
happened.
me.
But yeah, no one will. This will not define you, regardless. Jess, what you got to say tonight for your Niners, and of course, where can these diehard fans find you tonight?
You can find me on Twitter at JM41484. Let's go.
Are you muted, Jess? Oh, you can hear us. Gotcha. Sorry, we can hear you.
Yeah, I
Sorry
heard her.
about that, yes. We're good to go. So, awesome stuff. We appreciate you all so very much for tuning in tonight. Teran, Jess, we appreciate you both. Thank you both for being here. Enjoy tonight's game. God bless you and your families, and hope to have you back very, very soon here on 3 and Out. Let's do the dang thing. We appreciate you guys. Take care.
Thank you, Larry. Thanks for the debate, Jess.
All righty, guys. Have a good one. All righty. Well, that is going to do it for tonight's Primetime Face Off. And here is my final weigh-in. Man, I did not think that was going to happen. I thought Jess had this one too, just because the way the votes looked at first. But Teran's a tough customer and certainly knows his football, and that was a great one. So with that said, you guys, it has been a great show, and it's a great day. I am so excited for what is to come. This show, of course, today kind of thrown together at the end of the moment, but it's been, it has been crazy. Regardless, the judges, they would have picked Teran. I mean, we had the judges here. Had it have been Brad alone, it would have been Teran. Had it have been Turpin alone, it would have been Teran. So just saying, great stuff, though, and certainly happy with these, with how the turnout was today. Thank you, everybody who tuned in. And at the end of the day, y'all, my final verdict is going to go one way tonight and one way only. Definitely good luck to both teams tonight. Best luck to both of them. But I got to go with the Rams. It's going to be close, but the Niners this year have failed to show that they are of the elite as they have been in the last 5 years. Are they out of the conversation? No. The season is halfway over. It is. You would be a fool to say that any team right now, unless you're the Lions. Did I say that? Sorry. Is out of the playoffs right now. So at the end of the day, winning isn't important. Eating is. Yes, Teran, you're absolutely right. At the end of the day, y'all, the Rams tonight, I think, should win this. I'm going to go 27-17 in this game. Should be pretty fun. I think both defenses are going to step up and like they haven't all year. I mean, they have, of course, but I'm going to say they're going to play great football. You're not going to slow these offenses down, but at the end of the day, I do feel that we're going to see a great effort from both of these teams. Just because it's a rivalry game, number one. I mean, number two thing, hey, we're in the thick of the season. This is where things are going to get decided. The Rams will lose a few. This division is up for grabs. The Niners win a few. This division is definitely up for grabs. I'm just saying these teams are going to be playing balls out tonight. Whether you're a Seahawk, whether you're a Niner, whether you're a Ram, whether you're a Cardinal, this my goodness. This NFC West is certainly a special division and a fun one to watch. Once again, 27-17 tonight. I'm going to Rams. We will see you on the next Primetime Face Off for Week 11 coming up later on Thursday, later on this week, y'all. For me, your boy Larry B. You can follow me on Twitter at THEE_LB53. Once again, that's at THEE_LB53. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow us all as a whole at IE Sports Radio, at IE Sports Radio on Twitter, at IE Sports Radio on Instagram, and at IE Sports Radio on Facebook. Please give us a like. We certainly like that. We appreciate you all. We will see you on Thursday. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.